What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. We're going to have a fun time today. Going to do a little more testing your ear with single notes from your favorite guitar players. That was a really interesting video that we did this week. Kind of a fun thing. I'm curious to know how many of you actually took the test. Let's see here. Before let's do a little housekeeping here before we get started. Since I don't do any ad reads, I'll read my own ad, and that's the my complete guitar collection is on sale through the end of the month, January 31st. Complete Beato guitar collection, which is $147. That's for what's included in it. It's all 7 of my courses. There's 250 plus video lessons, 30 hours of instruction, 500 pages of theory, and 100 plus interactive modules. Like I said, the sale ends on January 31st. This is a one-time purchase. All my courses are one-time purchase. And you get permanent access to it and a 7-day money-back guarantee. What's included, the Scale Matrix course, my Quick Lessons Pro guitar course, the Arpeggio Masterclass, the Beginner Guitar course, the Beato book interactive, my ear training course, and music theory for songwriters. That's a lot of stuff. $147. I think it's a great deal, but you can develop your ear and hopefully get these things. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this video that I did. So I had so many friends text me. The whole idea for the video was, people are like, oh, I can recognize a guitar player in one note. You always hear that stuff. And I never really thought about people saying that. So I thought, well, I wonder if that's really true. So I sat here and I said, okay, let's think about what songs. I'm going to use only famous songs on the thing, only famous guitar players. Well, but I'm going to use really things. I'm not going to use any modern guitar players because people, if you're my age or what, in your 40s or 50s or 60s, you might not know some of these modern people. So I thought, okay, I use famous songs that have solos in them. So, I was hoping that it would trigger things in people's brains, right? So the first thing, I put the first song on. It was funny because I was talking to Dylan, my son Dylan, about it. I was telling him about the video. This is last night. And I said, hey, Dylan, did you see my new video? And he said, no. And I said, yeah. So I took notes out of... from single notes from famous guitar solos, a bunch that and I try to see if people can recognize who's playing it. He's like, okay. I said, you want to try it? He says, yeah. So, so I play the first thing, and he says, instantly, he's like, Comfortably Numb, David Gilmour. And I was like, okay. I said the first two are easy. And then the second one, he's like, oh, Mark Knopfler. Sultans of Swing. And it was funny because he didn't get everyone, because some of the ones he didn't know, he guessed Alan Holdsworth. Ones that he hadn't heard every one of them. He didn't know Dwayne Allman. He didn't know, trying to think of what other ones he didn't know. There's a few that he had never heard. But it's funny, though, because some of them, like when Boston, he said, I played the Tom Scholz one. He goes, oh, that's the Hitch a Ride solo. And I said, how do you know that? He said, I just recognized the note and that downward bend. And so... but the Holdsworth one he got, which I was really shocked. Now, some of the things I did more, and I'm going to put in some more of the ones that I did, that I'm going to play for you, ones that I didn't put in because because the video ended up being 25 minutes long. So I was like, I'll do a live stream and I'll play some more. And things that where you got too many things that sounded alike that would be too confusing. You'll see why I didn't add some of these people to the list. I'm going to do the same thing right now. I had the first note of Limelight that was going to be on it. Well, now I can't play that. So that was it. I had Alex Lifeson on it. It was interesting too because it's out of context when you have the notes isolated. Because I had multi-tracks of a lot of these songs. Like I had Bohemian Rhapsody. It's amazing. Brian May was very difficult to identify because of the notes that I picked. I was going to, if I picked some lower register notes, I said it in the video, it would have been easier to get them. But where I thought, I'll make this a little harder. The Angus Young one, that particular note that he played with the vibrato, the faster vibrato, I thought more people would get that. But I think Mark Knopfler, the bend down Uncomfortably Numb, David Gilmour's bend and Mark Knopfler, I thought those were actually the two easiest. That's why I put them first, just because I wanted people to kind of feel that, I got this. Okay, I know what's going on. I wanted people to understand. Let's see. Somebody says I got 8 out of 20. 8 out of 20 is very good. I had people that I interviewed write to me that did the thing, and they would be, I got 5 out of 20. Okay, so it was. And then some of the comments were hilarious. This video has 14,000 comments. Crazy. The thing about Stevie Ray and Hendrix, Stevie Ray's vibrato is so similar. I'm seeing these 4 out of 20s, 8 out of 20s. Jimmy's vibrato and Stevie Ray's vibrato, the speed of them is so similar. Some of the things that I think were recognizable, like Dylan got the Hotel California thing, Joe Walsh, immediately, because he can recognize the sonic part of what it's from as well, I think. Other than that, it was very, very difficult. And I thought that the Jimmy one versus the Stevie Ray's note is more present in that because it's a more modern recording. That's why. Okay, so I'm going to do some here, and I'm going to do them the same way. I got a perfect score of 0. And Eddie was trickier than I thought he would be. So 10 out of 20. Wow, that's very good. Didn't guess the ones you didn't know. EVH had to be the easiest of all of them. I thought that was easy, and I thought Frampton. Dylan immediately got Frampton. I was talking to my friend Kinch last night, who's a great guitar player, and Kinch got a lot of them. He blew me away. He nailed them. I was FaceTiming him. I was like, Kinch, I want to see you take this test, and he did a great job on it. And I was in Austin this past week, and I had dinner with Eric Johnson. I need to send it to Eric and see. I'm curious to see how many that he would get on it. So I'm gonna definitely make sure I do that. The one Frampton note that I did, the second note that I did when I played it at the end, I thought was more, it's a talk box. People are going to get that. And you can hear the crowd noise. Anyways, okay, so here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to try and do this the exact same way. I'm going to play the first note, and then I'm going to move on, and I'll do the reveal at the end. But I'm going to give you guys a chance to I'm going to give you guys a chance to see if you can get these, okay? So, here we go. This is guitarist number 1. Check it out. Okay. Make sure that you got your that you that was too easy. Okay, so many of you guessed it that I'm going to play what it's from. That is, of course, BB. Everybody got that. That's one of the reasons I didn't put it on. BB was so easy that I was like, nah, I'm not going to put that on. It was too easy, see? Way too easy. Okay. Example number 2. You ready? Here we go. Again. Okay. I'm going to move on. Okay, so there's that one. I'll play them again before I do the reveal. This is the third one. You ready? Listen. One more. I'll give you a second note. That doesn't really help. Okay. Number 3. I didn't put this one on because it's a little bit too obscure. If anyone gets this, I'm really going to be blown away. Okay, so somebody got number 3. Okay, so number 4. This one, you can hear the backing track in it. Listen. Boy, if somebody gets this, I'll be amazed. It's a completely weird solo. Oh my God, someone got it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Amazing. Yes, some people got it. I'm not going to say. I'll do the reveal after. Okay, and then here's the last one. Yeah, people have that, the last one. Listen. Yes. Okay. Anybody know that? That's one that I did a What Makes a Song Great on. Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to play some of these. Well, the first one that you got, which was BB, right? Okay, the second one, here we go. One more time. Okay, this is what this is from. Santana, Black Magic Woman. Listen again. I thought that Carlos would be too easy too. That's why I took him off. Yeah, people already found that. Okay, number 3. People saw. I saw this in the comments. This was the second note I gave. Although that's difficult. Who is this? Listen, one more time. This is from Albert King. Yeah, a bunch of you got that. I saw it. Okay, number 4 here. I can't believe that people got this. That was, of course, from Driven to Tears. Honestly, I'm blown away that people got that. A lot of you got that. Wow. Pretty good. Not so easy, though, is it? And then the last one, listen. Wait, did people get this? Okay, who is that? I don't see it in there yet. I'm going to wait. Sounds familiar. Wow. I've not seen it yet. I'm looking. It's really hard to follow all these comments. It's a band from the this is actually from, well, okay, I'm just going to play it for you. Pete Townsend. Listen. Now, I didn't do that one because I thought, so that's The Who, I thought that was going to be too difficult, that you wouldn't get it. I had some more on there, but I don't have them in this session. This is the session that I used. I'm in Pro Tools right now. This is the session that I used for the video. And some of the ones that people didn't get, like this, that was really hard. Now, you guys remember who that was? This one is, if you're wearing headphones and you're listening to this, this is a stereo guitar sound. Rosanna, yes. Yes, it was Rosanna. And that's one of the... Actually from earlier in the song. I don't have the early part of the song because that was the second. That was Luke. That was from the first solo in Rosanna. Yeah, it's his downward bend to me is pretty recognizable. I'll tell you another one that I thought was really difficult was this. Where was it here? Okay, this one. When I did Larry Carlton, I thought that one was very difficult. That single note. That was hard. And this particular one was... Larry was easy? Okay, good. Neil Sean. I'm actually missing the note there. I wonder if it keeps going. No. Oh, brilliant. Stone in Love. That is, for some reason, that's only in one speaker. I'm not sure why. It was in both in the video. Yeah, that's a Stone in Love guitar solo there. So this was a fun video to make, and the amount of people that commented on it is, I think it's a record for 2 days on my channel. I've had a lot of comments on videos, but that one is at 14,000 right now. And the thing of being able to just get out a piece of paper and do it, write it down like you're taking a test was very cool. So the question is, what do you listen for? Because, you know, this is interesting because making an ear training course, for example, what you're doing in training your ear to hear intervals, for example, right? It's, you know, interval being like the distance from one note to the next. And understanding that, let me walk out of that. You're not supposed to do this to walk out of frame, but if I'm going to, if I have a guitar and I play a note, okay, so let's say I play this note here, this note E, and I go up here. There's a distance, an interval spanned. An interval is just a distance from one note to the next. It can either be, this is called a harmonic or a melodic interval because it's played like a melody, one note after the other. And where you can go and play them together. So this interval is a minor third because it's from the note E to the note G. And it's a third because there are 3 letter names spanned, E, F, and G, okay? It's a minor third because of the number of half steps, okay? Minor third, so you have a half step, which is a minor second, then a whole step, which is a major second, then a minor third, right? So E to F is 1 half step span, E to F sharp is 2 half step spans, E to G are 3 half step spanned, and E to G sharp would be a major third. And it's a third because it's 3 letter names. So that's how you name intervals. So this stuff is in my ear training course. Playing, and we begin with these things. We begin with hearing simple intervals, one note to the next. Quick plug, you can get all 7 of my courses for $147 through the 31st. I'll just tell you what's in it. It's my complete Beato collection, all 7 of my courses. 250 plus video lessons, 30 hours of instruction, 500 pages of music theory, and 100 plus interactive modules. Those interactive modules are in the ear training course, and it tests you those things. Chris, 147 for 7 courses is insane. I paid a lot more for 1 semester of theory at a community college and learned less. Yes! Man, you take a theory course at a music school or something like that, or any school, it's like, well, it used to be $3,000 for 1 college class, just for 1 semester. And this, once you buy it, it's a one-time purchase with my courses. You buy them one time, you have them. You don't pay a yearly fee. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you get permanent access to them. 7-day money-back guarantee. Somebody just wrote in the comments, still no love for Carlos Santana. I just played Carlos Santana. You must have just come on the video. I've had Carlos Santana on my channel before, but you have to go through the 2,200 videos that I've made. Let's see here. Where was Pat Metheny? Well, it's interesting. I had one of my friends asked me that. Why wasn't Pat Metheny on there? Because it would be too easy. Is that Layla? I'm on a live stream. You want to get something from the fridge, Layla?
Do you have small pliers?
Small pliers? They're in the room right in there, I think. Go check in there. Yeah. I was talking with Layla about the my pop song video. Hey Layla, come here for a second. You don't have to come on camera. Did you find it or not? What was the what was the K-pop song called? Golden, right? But who did it?
Hendrix?
What's that?
Hendrix?
Huntrix?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't want to embarrass Layla, but I'll tell you what she said. You mind if I tell them what you said, Layla? Layla said, she goes, I watched your video. That song was, oh no, she was down here and she listened to the song. She's like, I like that song, but it's way too compressed. And I was like, yes. And it's funny because we were in here listening when we were making the video. And I was like, oh my God, it is so compressed, the K-pop song. And we listened to it in here through this monitors. I mean, it sounds like this big. It's so compressed. It's I mean, really, it's out of all of them, it's I think it's one of the most compressed things I've heard. It has no dynamics at all. It sounds so puny. It has very little bottom end too compared to most songs. Anyways, I just thought it was funny that was her first thing. Yeah, she goes, I think the song's pretty good, but it's way too compressed. And I was like, what? It is. But getting back to the ear training thing, so you can train yourself to hear things, right? But like with the Lukather thing, with Luke's guitar solo, guitar sound, listening and saying, oh, that's in stereo. And this is maybe a little way too esoteric. But when I played the Rosanna note, Luke is one of the few people that recorded in stereo. It was back in the 80s, in the early 80s. And where's the note here? Yeah, this here, when it did this. Just that having a stereo guitar sound, to me, made it, I would have thought, oh, that's got to be Luke or someone from the 80s that when people would play with stereo, with stereo chorus on their sound. So that's one of the things to listen for. My friend Kinch last night when I was playing it for him, he's like, oh, that was obviously recorded. Not that one, but there was another one. He could tell Hendrix from Stevie Ray just because of the recording quality in the little clip from it. Gilmore did Comfortably Numb right, yes. Now that to me was really, that was so easy. Listen. No one has that crying kind of tone like that. Honestly, everyone in the comments got that. It's almost like every single note that he plays is recognizable, really. I think when people say, I could recognize a person's tone in one note, David Gilmour is one of the people that that is really true. It's really true. And I think another thing that I saw in the comments was people saying that how influential Jimi Hendrix was. He really was influential. And one of the reasons that I try to do guitar players that I had done either what makes a song great about the songs, or they were in my top 20 guitar solos of all time video. That was kind of a clue, I thought, to people. I thought that they'd figure if they'd seen that video, that's one of the most popular videos on my channel, that they'd be like, Rick's probably playing stuff from that. So maybe he'll use some of those things. So that was my theory in that, and I thought it was, I thought that people might get that, might say, oh, maybe he's going to play something from that video. Mark Knopfler was very easy too. I thought that was I put them first, like I said. I mean, that's just so easy to identify. Okay, I don't know. Thank you, Daniel. I don't know what any of that says because I don't. Hello, amigo. That's all I know on there. Sorry. Simulation, some amplifiers or something. Something about pedals and amplifiers. Don't know. Let's see. Manfred says, I got the complete collection yesterday. The songwriting course is exactly what I needed. Any plans for more advanced composition stuff in the future? That is a great question. Yes, I do have plans for some more advanced composition stuff in the future. But there's a lot of stuff, Manfred, in the, there's a lot of advanced conceptual ideas in my Beato book Interactive, where I talk a lot about theory, about modal harmony, things like that. A lot of the early videos on my channel went over more advanced compositional techniques. And I do plan to release, I'll probably release a couple more, I probably will release a couple courses this year. I'm working on some right now. So you can expect to see some things out probably a little bit later in the year, April or May, something, if I had to guess, that they'll be ready to go then. So, but until then, you can get my complete collection, all 7 of my courses. Go to rickbeato.com, just click open another tab. $147, 250 video lessons, 30 hours of guitar of instruction, well, just all types of instruction, not just guitar. 500 pages of music theory and 100 plus interactive modules. You guys are the best. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we will talk soon. All right, everybody. Take care. We'll see you.